Okay, well, wanted to give you something to at least be thinking about in my absence today. I'm sure all of you are very shaken with the fact that I am not here, but still, nonetheless, wanted you to have something to at least be thinking about. Anyway, wanted to just touch on something that might be referred to as a soft skill. Okay. So, I mean, soft skills are one of these things that are not necessarily known as hard skills. Hard skills, basically, knowledge, abilities to do certain things. Those are things that you would refer to as a hard type of skill that somebody has. A soft skill, on the other hand, is something that can help you be a better rounded person, a better rounded student, a better rounded employee in your futures. And again, a lot of times individuals, when they hear about soft skills, they kind of moan and groan, but at the same time, it's important. Okay, so just going to touch on something today. I hope you don't mind the background. I saw this orange background here at Ignite, and orange is my favorite color, so I wanted to be in this room. Anyway, I'll tell you. Actually, I've kind of got my black shirt on, pumpkin colored wall, kind of Halloween like. Anyway, we're going to talk about teamwork. Okay. I mean, teamwork, it's definitely going to be something that is absolutely required of you wherever you're going to be. Nobody necessarily is going to probably have the luxury of working by themselves. So you have to be able to work with individuals. And let me tell you, you're going to be working with a wide variety of individuals that you maybe like, individuals that are just like you, individuals that are nothing like you. There'll be a variety of ages of people that you're going to be working with, a variety of ethnic groups, religions, sexual orientations, a whole variety of people that you've got to learn to get along with. And not only just getting along with, but being able to function as a cohesive group of individuals that is oftentimes going to be working together towards some common goal. Okay. I mean, there's going to be a lot of things that you can possibly do to help yourself with this, but the first part of it is you just got to have an open mind. And one of the things that can probably best help you is just communicating. Okay, I mean, if you're working in a group, you're going to have to communicate. I mean, you may not like being forced to talk to individuals, especially people that you may not know. You might have the luxury of working in a group with individuals that you know, but a lot of times you're going to get thrown into groups, whether it be at school, whether it be in the workplace, working very closely with individuals that actually you don't know that much about. So you've got to be very forthright. You've got to be able to talk to these individuals, and that means talking to them verbally, and throwing out your opinions and asking questions. Okay. Another thing that is important to do is to actually show some responsibility. It's important to understand that the group is responsible, and it's their goal to complete the task. I mean, nobody likes to have individuals that are not invested in the outcome of the team. It can be very counterproductive. Okay. It isn't going to cut it with your boss in the future saying, man, I wasn't really behind the goals of the team. And as a result, you don't necessarily perhaps, uh, I mean, you don't, things don't turn out the way that you want them to. So, I mean, it's important for not only you but the entire team to take responsibility for the work and to ultimately be working towards a common goal of the group. Okay. Another thing is honesty. Okay, practicing honesty and transparency in the workplace, in the school place. It might mean working through a disagreement, explaining perhaps that you were unable to complete a certain task on time, or sharing perhaps difficult updates. Things just aren't happening the way that it is, but it's very important to be transparent with those other individuals in the group, even though it might not be a fun conversation to have. And it helps them develop a trust in you, and therefore you can work together perhaps a bit more efficiently. Okay, I mean, being honest with where things stand, giving updates is very important. Okay, another thing, active listening. I know a lot of you might struggle with active listening. I know that active listening is one of these things that helps individuals gain a better understanding of the people that are in the group. Active listening involves oftentimes eye contact, a lot of nonverbal types of communication or cue. It might be nodding the head, but eye contact is a great thing to be able to do, and it helps the people that are talking to realize that there is definitely going to be some, I mean, that the people are actually listening to them. I mean, it doesn't make me feel really awesome when I'm talking in class and nobody's actually paying attention. You definitely wouldn't want to have that going on in a group where you were at, in the workplace, because it might be difficult for you to be able to work with individuals if you can tell that they're not paying attention to you. Okay. Um, let's see, collaboration. That's another big thing in terms of teamwork. I mean, collaborating, I mean, it requires giving, taking. Not everybody can always have their way in a group type of setting. I mean, it gives you the opportunity to throw out your ideas. It gives the opportunity for you to hear different perspectives. It really utilizes, or it gives the group the opportunity to, I guess, get a lot of feedback from different types of individuals. Collaboration and having this sort of back and forth is pretty important. So, yeah, I mean, actively working together, giving, taking, sharing of ideas, sharing of skills, talents, etc. And then finally, awareness. Okay, in teamwork, it's important to know that you have to be aware of the team dynamic. For example, if one person is maybe dominating a discussion, other people, they might be kind of pushed away, and you don't really get their input. I mean, it's important for you to at times make sure, and even if you're not quote unquote the leader of the group, it might be important to try to consciously get everybody involved, because it kind of goes hand in hand with collaboration. Getting everybody involved is going to help the ultimate outcome of the group. I mean, I don't want to say you're creating a safe space for everybody to be able to interact, but I mean, there's a lot to that, that individuals are able to feel comfortable enough to engage and ultimately be successful. Okay, so teamwork is very important. Having lots of diverse views of what is going on, and it's definitely something that I'll tell you, you can't avoid. you're constantly in the future going to get stuck in group type settings where it won't be just your ability to do your thing and only your thing. You're going to be responsible for having to work together and get in contact and work with and give and take with different individuals that you may never think about socializing, but in the workplace, you are forced to not only work with them, but to work oftentimes together as a group and to be successful. It might seem a foreign concept that you're going to have to listen to you're going to have to rely on someone else in order to do a good job and to get a thumbs up from your boss. But it's a fact of life, and group work is definitely something that all of you will have to engage in. So that's all I will say, and I'll leave you be.